Are you ready to take your social media to the next level? To show up with confidence and radiance? Well, we're here with the blueprint, step-by-step instructions on how you can show up as your best self on social media. Join Soul Nectar on this journey and learn the basics of Social Media Confidence 101. Let's go.
Social media
confidence.
Yeah. Okay. Tell us.
Social media confidence is about you showing up authentically, but we have to define what authentically actually means, and to each person it's actually very different. So what it means is identifying some facts about yourself. Do you know your good side?
These are the practical stuff, because when I hear, we've been talking a lot about showing up authentically online, and I'm a social media nerd, and to me, I understand that concept, so I want to know how to do that, and so getting practical tips is what helps me a lot where I'm at in my...
Because if I just tell her authentically, she goes, what does that even mean?
I know what it means, but I don't know how to do it, right?
Yeah,
That's what it is.
How does that show up
I understand
online?
the concept. How can I feel natural in speaking online because I'm looking in a little camera hole?
Right. But also what you just said before we turned the camera on was, it's like if I know I can edit anything and I just turn the camera on. And so we have a video previously, if you check out in our feed, that you'll see, and she's putting on her lipstick. And the reason she's putting on her lipstick is not because she's feeling like being on camera, it's because she thinks that I'm going to edit it out. But I didn't edit it out. And I didn't edit it out because I knew she was really comfortable on screen. She was her most natural self. So for me, that's what translates the best, is when someone's at ease and feeling comfortable in their skin and just like doing what you would do as if we were sitting in the car talking to each other. I think that's what really translates on film. Hopefully it sounds like I'm just sitting with you in the same room or in the car or outside at the picnic table and talking to you, having a conversation. I think that's what translates on film the best.
So here's what I learned about the checklist from Christine, because she makes it look so easy. And it really is easy for her because she's practiced it a lot.
Yeah.
Some things you got to do. Make sure you have your lipstick on. If you notice, if you show up with mascara and lipstick, which is one of her secret sauces, it makes such a big difference, to you feeling comfortable online. Yeah. These
your
are
face
tricks
is on.
we need to know, the inside scoop.
Yeah.
The other one, make sure you're on your right side. We just switched sides before we started filming because we realized we weren't on our right side. Find out what your right side is.
What's your good side?
What's your good side? Your good side.
Everybody knows their angles in a photo. I mean, not everybody, but if you pay attention, you'll notice like, hey, I like pictures when I'm to the left, or this is not my angle. And it should be about what you like, because when you show up on film and when you're editing yourself, you need to know what it is that you like about the photo, because then you feel more confident in producing that photo out into the world.
And most of us have a side. I have like 5 years, 10 years younger than this side. Like when you're looking in the mirror, I know a lot of my friends, I don't know, do you have that?
Feel that way?
You probably don't.
That's what I was saying. Like this side, I'm like, oh, when I look in the mirror, I like this side. But when I see pictures from this side, I'm always like, it just makes me, when I see videos of myself, you know how you like a photo or you don't like a photo of yourself? It's generally because it's taken from one side or the other.
One of the biggest points ever, make sure you're talking and being aware of your right side. Yeah. You can pull your little hair down.
And also the angle of the camera should be up and back. So if it's tilted like this down and up, it's not as aesthetic, I guess I would say.
True. Yeah.
It's still cute. I mean, it's not bad, right, for us in this position. But if you come down and you push it away and it's looking down, generally people like that visual of themselves better. So it can help you. And remember, when you're looking at your own photos or your own videos, you want to be the one that likes them, because if you like what you see, you're more confident in what you're giving. And so whatever you're, producing, whatever you're teaching, whatever you're saying, whatever you're selling, those are the things that you want to pay attention to.
One other thing that's very important, make sure to clean your camera lens. I don't know how many, it took us a while to put that on our checklist.
That was a thing.
Yeah.
For sure.
And
the background. Look how pretty the background is.
Oh yeah, the background. Yeah.
The lens, the background. Are you sitting up?
Oh yeah, sitting up.
You want to sit in a confident stance. See people and they talk with their arms out, it's a power stance, right? And you can see like the body language, if we're using our hands, if we're, body language is so important when you're making a video. And it really does translate online. There's like this whole study done where people that speak with their hands are more trustworthy and you believe them more often. And it tends to be because of the body language. It's translating an energy or a language that helps other people trust you. So that is another practical tool that we have in our toolbox.
One last one, or lighting. Pay attention to lighting. Find a couple or a few places in your house that you can sit in and figure out what time of days, obviously early morning and the evening are the magic hours, but if you have a couple locations that you can go to, you know which way you want to sit, and that way when you're ready to talk, you can just kind of turn it on. It's helped me.
That's another thing, is like just turn it on. Turn the video on. And start talking, and don't worry about starting the video or ending the video. It's kind of like writing a short story, like when we were in high school and you never wrote the beginning paragraphs or the closing, you always wrote the body and then you wrote the introduction and the closing. It's the same thing with videography. Just turn it on. Don't worry about how to start it. Get the body of your work done, because you'll start to realize that you just kind of, sometimes she and I are like, why isn't the video on? Why isn't why isn't the sound on if we're recording just a vocal? And because we're saying our best things, because it goes back to that authenticity, it goes back to that what's natural. And when you're in conversation, when you have like a really vibey conversation with somebody, that is what you want to record for social media, for advertising, for anything that has to do with selling you. And if you're selling your business, you're selling you.
And it has having a fabulous partner.
Yes.
Yeah.
It does.
Because we could just tape. We've always said, like, if we could actually
just
tape ourselves, tape our conversations.
Yeah.
Because we're always, learning. And what did you see? And what did you learn? And I had this great meditation. And
And it's a lot of like talking it out. Like talking through things or ideas, or sometimes we get like
having a really tough day.
Yeah.
Or I got a fucking download.
I'm getting a download. Yeah. And those things translate online, or they translate in when you're trying to put a message out to other people. That's what people kind of want to be like. We were talking about having a bird's eye view or being a fly on the wall, those sayings. It's if someone could just sit and listen or watch what it is that you're doing, you then have a better insight to the energy that someone's giving. And I think that that's what social media is about. It's about the energy you're giving.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Woo! Peace.